Hi guys. Sorry I'm late. Can you guys hear me?
Did I hear why?
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay, good. I'm sorry I was late. I'm having Dana, she'll know. I'm having like technical difficulties. Of course, my internet is like always. It always.
Hi.
Hey Kayla. How are you guys? I was just apologizing for my lateness, which you guys know me. I'm never on time.
No, it's fine. It's fine. I was like,
really tried to be, but
I have an announcement that I'm very excited to tell both of you.
well, you have a girlfriend. There's like lots of people on here.
Oh,
but
never mind. I'll send it to you guys in a message.
You could just tell it. Okay.
No, I'll actually just say it. Steve and I had a talk, and I am not going to be going to nursing school, and we are taking our business, like we're going all in with our business. Like he's like going all in too.
Yay!
That's amazing.
Because my heart's just not in school, like at all. It's so hard, and I just don't want to do it. So, yay!
All
That's
right.
big news.
Well, there you go, guys. There's that little testimonial of a successful coach who's going all in with her business. So that's cool. Segue into our little info call tonight. So first and foremost, I just need to stop and make sure I record this. Sorry. Oh, it's already recording. Just kidding. So I wanted to welcome everybody here tonight. So I feel like if you're on this call, first and foremost, or you're listening to this recording, I reached out to you with every bit of fullness of my heart, and literally, like, I don't reach out to everybody about the coaching opportunity. I really, truly don't. I see something in you, either as a current challenger of mine or a past challenger of mine, or someone who's been watching the story and my journey, and we've gotten to know each other. And I just see this business as a potential for you in your future. Like, you're here for a reason, and you're on this call for a reason, and hopefully tonight we are able to answer all your questions and just kind of give you an overview of really what it means to be a coach in general, and what it means to be a part of our team. So if you guys don't mind, what happens is we get like feedback if we don't all mute ourselves. I want to totally tell you though, like, I want you to mute yourself, but I want you to know that you are free to unmute and ask any questions at any point in time, or if I am like missing, I don't know. If you need to unmute, that's totally fine. This is like an open floor kind of idea. I'm going to do a lot of talking. I love to talk, but you can also shut me up and chime in at any point in time. We also have a chat bar feature, which is a really, really cool tool. So if I'm going through a slide and you want me to address a question that pops into your mind and you don't want to speak up and like stop me from talking, use that chat feature. And what I'll do, I mean, a lot of my coaches that are already coaching are here on this call. So it might be something really short, simple, easy that they could easily pop in and answer for me, or we can address all the questions in the chat when we are done. But I'm going to go ahead and get started. I do have some just slides to help me pace myself and keep myself on track for this call. So let me know if you guys, can you all see it? Like Dana or Kayla, can you chime in? Can you see my screen?
Yeah, you're good. It's there.
Okay, good. So, like I said, just welcome. I feel like most of you here know me pretty well, but some of you may not. My name is Liesl Martig-Szabo. I am a full-time now Beachbody coach. I began my journey as a girl that was super, super struggling. I lived my entire childhood overweight. I just grew up in a household that didn't view health and fitness as a priority. My parents cooked with a lot of meat, butter, pretty much. We just grew up eating a lot of fast food too. We had 3 kids in our house. My parents owned their own business, so they were super busy. I just didn't grow up in a very healthy environment. And long story short, that spiraled way out of control then when I moved along without any healthy habits in my life. When I went to college, I also went through some depression moving away to Virginia, and, you know, teaching my first year full time was super, super stressful. And I was a homebody, a homegirl. I went to a small liberal arts school just an hour from my hometown. So I still saw my parents every Sunday. I went home every weekend. So moving away 6 hours to Virginia, where I'm trying to get with this, was depressing to me. And teaching full time for the very first time was very, very stressful to me. So as you guys know, stress, depression, oftentimes that leads into weight gain and even more unhealthy habits. And I just really was at my very, very, very lowest of points at the end of 2013. And it was Christmas morning. I share this story all the time, but it was Christmas, the day after Christmas, actually, when I scrolled my Facebook feed, which was the only reason I used social media, believe it or not, at the time, was for creeping fools and family photos. But I opened my phone that morning and I saw a picture of Christmas morning my sister had posted, and I saw a girl that needed a change desperately. And that's all I need to see. It's so funny. You get to the lowest of lows, and it's sometimes the smallest sign that makes you start your journey. And I made the decision to change my life that morning. I did it a long time on my own. I saw yo-yoing effects. I did all the latest trends, the diets, the keto, the pills, the carb cutting, the whole thing. I always saw great results. I'd be able to maintain them a while, but then I'd always yo-yo back. And, I was going through that cycle that I think we all have experienced before. And it was really when I found the support and the accountability, and fell in love with home fitness and just the support and the mentorship that I got from my coach, that I found that missing link. I found my home in Team Beachbody through that challenge group. It was exactly 4 years ago this April. It was in April. It was Spring into Shape or something like that my coach was running. And that accountability, that support, and the portion control eating plan, and just the simplicity of it all was something I fell in love with. And I fell in love with sharing. And people started noticing me, the change within me, like they hadn't before. I went to my brother's graduation party that year, and everybody, my family, my friends were like, wow, you, oh my gosh, look at you. And for the first time, I was always super, super shy, and I had this newfound confidence in myself. And that is how I got started coaching with my mom, my sister, and my cousin. They were my very first 3 challengers. I think a lot of people see where I'm at now coaching, and you guys are some of them, as I'm onboarding and bringing these complete strangers into my team. But that's not where I got started. I got started with just the people who loved me, and I was able to share this amazing journey with them. And they were all in, and they gave me that confidence when I first started out to support people I already knew and loved and get them results too. They were kind of I laugh at them now. I'm you were my guinea pigs. You were my very first success stories. And they are still to this day my favorite success stories out of the hundreds of women that I have worked with. So that's about me, but we also have this amazing team, and that's why you're here tonight. You probably are possibly wanting to be a part of this team, and we certainly want you to be a part of it. My team name is Forever Faithful Fitness. I made that way long ago as a brand new coach, but I've stuck with it. Once you kind of name your team, you name your team. So Forever Faithful, we're rooted in that exact idea that we are faithful to one another. We're faithful to ourselves first. We're faithful to our fitness journey second, our challengers third, and then of course, we're faithful to sharing our mission and our story as we head along. So I just wanted to, I have a bunch of coaches on my team, but a few of them were okay with me sharing a little bit about them today and their success stories. Some of them are on this call, so if you have any questions for any of them, feel free to ask them in the chat bar or chime in. But I wanted you guys to just see that our coaches are, they are all different kind of women, okay? We have moms like Liz here. Liz is also expecting. So Liz first joined our tribe when she first had her first baby that you see here now, who's very grown up, Miss Little Charlie. But she joined into our team as a challenger first. She had a lot of insecurities and was fighting that postpartum depression, anxiety, and she found the love and support of women to help her fight through that. She kind of like me fell in love with that community and support, and she now, as you can see, shares her journey in her story and really is able to inspire other moms out there to be their best version of themselves as a wife, as a mother, as a friend, and just be an amazing example for her kiddos. Her new pregnancy journey as well has been awesome to follow. Super cool. Dana is also on the call, and I just wanted to really highlight Dana's story because her diagnosis of multiple sclerosis, as terrible as that is, back in November 2017, Dana has thrived in our community. Not only, if you guys follow her on social media, is she just an inspiring and present front and advocate for other people with MS, but just sharing her journey, sharing her raw and real, really inspires other people, whether you have MS or not, honestly, because she found the support of this tribe. Dana was one of those people that told me no a bazillion times, but she watched me forever. She will tell you to this day, she sat back and watched me and my team grow and thrive. And one day, not long ago, just a few months back, she completely threw me off guard and sent me a message and said, I've signed up as a coach. You're my mentor, and I'm ready to do this for real now. And, you know, she just took that leap of faith, and she hasn't looked back since. She's growing an incredible business that is going to be nothing but successful here in this next year. And Kayla is like my favorite story as to why social media is so darn cool. So I was in Disney World this past August, and I announced a social media post that I was going to be running the Disney Princess Half Marathon. I thought it was the perfect time to tell everybody about it. I actually signed up for that half marathon and that challenge while I was conveniently in Disney World. So that was like crazy timing. And I posted about that on my Instagram. And because of the power of hashtags and all those cool things that we have out there now to expand our network and to meet new people and grow our teams, I was able to connect with Kayla, which is really cool because she was also signed up that day for the exact same challenge. And we were total strangers. Kayla lives in Buffalo. I live in Pennsylvania. We would have never ever crossed paths if it weren't for social media, which is really cool. And she also, just like Dana, is an incredible inspiration. Kayla has a post concussion syndrome from a really traumatic accident with a drunk driver, and she speaks highly. She speaks very eloquently and is an amazing advocate for her community as well. But here we are. We did it. We ran the Disney Princess Challenge, the coolest thing ever. So while we were total strangers just back in August, we are very good friends now, and she's an amazing coach on my team. So there's Kayla. All right, so that's our team. Not all of them, a few of them that I wanted to tell you about tonight. And you're here because you're wondering, okay, so give me the info. What do you guys do as coaches? Because you guys see us on our social media, you see us in our challenge groups, but what are we really doing? And how do you do it too? That's really why you're here tonight. So I'm going to share that with you, and this is the time where you can ask your questions. I'm sure you guys are familiar. If you haven't been a part of them before, I'm sure you're still familiar with the idea and the concept of what we do as coaches. So I was just explaining to someone tonight that, and you know, what I offer as a mentor and what you would offer as well is to be a cheerleader and a fan. So a lot of us love the environment of a gym or having support and accountability from other people, but we can never make it to the gym. Or, you know, it's not feasible in our lifestyle as moms, as full-time workers, whatever we're doing. So it's really, really cool because we have this cool platform to be that cheerleader, to be that support system for other women or men or whoever, you know, like your community of support, whoever they may be, in a virtual world. It's like a virtual gym. So we help match people up with a fitness and nutrition program that's right for them based off of their goals. That's what we do as coaches. And then we support them along the way in their journey virtually. So that's a really neat thing. And it's our job really to support them by sharing. We just share our own story. We pop in there every day with our own workout accountability, our own meal plans, our own, you know, just sharing of our meals and what we're eating and tips and tricks. We just go in and we're real and we're ourselves, and we kind of lead from the front. You know, we are who that person, who the people you bring on board are looking up to. So that's really all you are. And you provide that daily motivation. And you really just stick to your own journey. And that in itself is inspiring to other people. When you see other people killing it and doing their workouts and staying committed and sharing tips and tricks, that makes you want to do it too. And that's really like the whole concept of this virtual platform and the accountability groups that you will run. So that comes along with the questions about how we share. And a lot of you wonder, okay, well, what about social media presence? Do you have to have this strong presence to be a coach? First and foremost, I kind of mentioned in the beginning of this call, I literally use my Facebook, and my Instagram wasn't even existent 4 years ago. I use my Facebook as literally the creeping tool, like I mentioned, to scroll through laying in bed every morning before I used to get up and like be productive in the mornings, or just totally like creeping tool on people I went to high school and college with. I did not post on social media at all. And I know you guys look at me now like, there's no way you never posted. But seriously, I never, ever, ever posted. I had no interest in that at all. So do you need to be successful without a presence currently? Absolutely not. In fact, it's probably cooler that you don't use it. But you can. And that is how we are the most successful as coaches. And honestly, it is an amazing tool. Just like I talked to you about Kayla, I never would have met these people. Probably 9 out of 10, like 90% of you that are on this call right now, I never would have known you if it weren't for social media. So let's give a little praise and that blessing for it, honestly, that we can share our story. And I know it's scary. You're like, well, what in the world would I ever even say? How would I ever be an inspiration to other people? That is the fear and the words that come out of every single person that take that leap and become a coach's mouth. It was out of my mouth. It was out of our top coach's mouth. Like literally, guys, that comes out of everyone's mouth, and it's a fear of everybody's. But I will explain later on. We have training. We teach you all the silly little tricks of Instagram stories. We share how to post on Instagram, like Facebook, the algorithms, like every tool for you to start getting the confidence to share your story a little bit is really important. And remember too, guys, I would never ever ask you to like get off this call and be like, okay, I'm going to be a coach, and now I'm going to go post on Facebook 3 times a day and talk about my fitness journey and give tips and advice and meal plans and recipes and all the things. Like, no, I would never ever do that myself as a brand new coach. I would never ask you to do that. Through your training and through my mentorship with you, we'd work very, very closely one-on-one. We'd talk about your fears of sharing your story. We're going to give you the tools, like I mentioned, and training available from top coaches to learn these things and to ease into it, okay? You are never, ever expected to just like go balls to the wall, crazy, and just like be out there on social media. I know that was just like huge fear of mine that I would have to do right away, but really, truly, it isn't. You're sharing also, like I mentioned in my own story, my sharing and my confidence came from just simply sharing what I loved about my experience, or sharing what I loved about the home workout platform. If you haven't experienced the challenge group yet, with the people that I love too, that already knew me and already trusted me, they gave me the confidence to then put it out there socially, to then put it out there, you know, like bigger and expand my wings into social media. So hopefully that eases your mind a little bit. Another really common question that a few people ask me before this call is, okay, well, exactly how do you earn money as a coach? You know, like, how do you guys make money doing this? This sounds like too good to be true. Well, you get commissions. So for instance, when my mom, sister, and cousin signed up with me in that first month as a coach, I earned 25% commission on their products, and they all bought a challenge package, which is, I will actually show you guys what a challenge package is here in a minute. And when the one they signed up with was, I got the 25% of that was about $40. And my mom, 40, 80, whatever, I'm really bad at math, $120-ish, just by talking to the people that love me the most and getting them into the challenge group with me. What that meant for me is I got to pay for my products that month, which was actually something, when I first did my challenge group, I fell in love with Shakeology, our superfood shake. I had to delay my order actually my first month, after my first 30-day supply, because salary of once a month at that time. We were strapped for medical school loans. That was our only other source of money coming in. And if you guys are familiar with med school loans or loans in any form, when you're in medical school, you get like disbursements of them. And we were waiting on our next disbursement. So we were like dead, like we were like scratching pennies left and right. Like we had no extra money come May of 2014. So that $120 that I could then finally like reorder my Shakeology was like, oh my God. And like, I was so excited just to be able to afford my Shakeology that month, because I saw these incredible benefits from it, and it literally broke my heart. And I actually was like trapped in fear, worried, because I was getting these great results, right? And I was like, oh my gosh, I'm going to go back to that yo-yo again. I'm going to lose them all. And I didn't, but like, just to have it back. And now since that May, since I started coaching and I was making those 25% commissions, I have never missed a month of Shakeology. So I'm like on like almost that 1 month I was off. Other than that, I've had it every single month since I started my journey, thanks to coaching, which is amazing. So remember, this starts with you. Now, that being said, as you grow a team as well, you start to earn bonuses, and bonuses are really, really neat. First and foremost, as you grow your team, like I have done, so you see my coaches. Now, as I grow in my business, I start earning bonuses as I start recruiting new team members. So, as a brand new coach, this isn't something you would be really earning right away, in your first month, but in months 2, 3, 4, our training programs are going to help you start earning these bonuses too, which is really where you start making some really, really great residual income. A lot of people ask too that, you're not just simply recruiting new team members, like some other businesses do, like pyramid scheme wise, it's totally illegal. So that is not something we stand for at Team Beachbody. I have had coaches of my own surpass my own success, and they make more money than I do as a coach. So just so you know, like that, this is no scheme kind of thing. You basically mentor your team, and together you both earn bonuses. You both earn money in this business. So the bonuses are really neat, and they're not schemy. They are totally legal and awesome. Now, aside from money, we have amazing other perks, and this is the stuff you guys are like, oh yeah, this is fun. This is like the good stuff, right? And this is what honestly we all love most, other than helping change people's lives. These are like the coolest perks. So first and foremost, we have a reward system. It's called Success Club. I mentioned my mom, my sister, my cousin. As a brand new coach, I hit that Success Club benchmark in my very first month and haven't missed it since, because I've helped at least three women each month, and that's all it takes to be successful in this business. 3 people a month. If you can think of 3 people that you could invite right here and now, you would earn Success Club as a brand new coach. So that is really, really neat. And Success Club is how we get to go on cruises. When you do that every month, you earn a spot on the cruise, you earn money for your trip. It's really, really cool. We also win monthly prizes for helping those people. Super, super cool. The cruise looks so fun and lavish, right? But it's totally like anybody can be on that cruise. Brand new coach right here, right now. You could be on that cruise next year, or the trip next year. It's actually to Punta Cana next year. I've been there before, the Hard Rock Resort. Amazing, gorgeous. I went there 2 years ago at Beachbody. Another place you'll be treated like gold. And seriously, guys, as long as you hit Success Club, you help 3 people every month to join your challenge group, you could earn a spot on that next trip. So it sounds like this big, hard thing to do, but it's not at all. It's pretty cool. We also have our big yearly event. It's called Coach Summit. Last year we went to Indianapolis, and we're heading back this year. It's when all the coaches from our entire network, no matter your rank, no matter your level, no matter your earnings, anything, all coaches, so like 40,000 plus coaches get together in Indianapolis. We have trainings. We get to see celebrity trainers. We get to do live workouts. We get training sessions. We have big parties on the streets. It is so fun. And then actually just next weekend, we also have smaller quarterly gatherings. So regionally, we can get together as teams, and the super trainers come. So like next week in Pittsburgh, Joel will be there. Flashback to last time he was in Pittsburgh, my sister, who has actually, she lost, like I told you, one of my favorite success stories. She's lost over 60 pounds with Joel's program, Core to Force, which is super cool. Having her meet Joel was really, really fun last year. He'll be back in Pittsburgh this weekend, or next weekend, sorry, which is fun, but they are cool because they're just like little corporate trainings. They sent a little video about all the latest and greatest stuff coming. Like I just heard today, they're going to talk about the new vegan performance line, which is exciting. New programs coming out, all the new things that happenings coming in Beachbody happen at our quarterly gatherings. So we're excited. We're all meeting up in Pittsburgh again this next Sunday. And I can't wait to see the team. It's going to be super fun. The night before, we're also having team taco night, because why not? You guys know me. I love my tacos and being with my team. All right. So how much time? I'm just trying to speed up here. I know I'm doing a lot of rambling, and I want to leave time for questions, but this is another big question that I always get. Again, I think a lot of people see where I'm at now, 4 years into coaching, and they see me working at full time, and you think it's something that you need hours and hours of your day to do. I just want to clear the air again that one little morning when I took the leap of faith to become a coach after an info session similar to this, I sat there as a full-time teacher who just finished her first year of teaching, and also just took the leap of faith to begin graduate school. So I was going to be a full-time graduate student on top of teaching, and I was planning my wedding at the time. So I was doing all the things. When I first started coaching, I giggle now that I had no idea what I was doing, but it only took me committing to about 2 hours a day when I first started. If you can do that, you can be very, very successful. I used to say 1 hour, but honestly, I say 2 because about an hour that day, we focus on ourselves versus coaches. So reading personal development or listening to personal development for like 30 minutes a day is really, really vital to grow in your confidence, to grow in your own mindset journey. Your mindset is your biggest tool as a coach, to have that confidence that you're going to need to help other people. You have to feed your own cup before you can pour it onto anybody else. So pouring into your own personal development and your own mindset is our number one goal on my team. Like, you have to commit to that. You also have to commit to your fitness journey, because you're going to want to share that with people. You're going to want to have results. You can't ask somebody to do something that you're not doing yourself. So that's your other 30 minutes a day. And that's your hour for you. But that's your coaching hour too. Like, that is part of our job, to pour into ourselves and our own fitness journeys first, because we're going to be products of our product. So that is number one. That's your first hour. Your second hour of the day of committing would be to giving back to your challengers in your challenge groups. It would be to, of course, also dive into this training that I'll talk to you about in a minute so that you can learn all the tools you need to be successful in your future as a coach. So if you can't do, and I like to break that down a little bit differently too. Maybe you just have a schedule where there's some days you're not going to be able to put in your 2 hours. You might only be able to show up for your workout and sharing, your workout and your personal growth. Maybe you're only going to be able to do that 1 hour on like 2 days a week. So you might catch up over the weekend on a Saturday or a Sunday or on a day that you have off or something like that. So overall, your commitment, if you're going to look, you can look at it from a weekly standpoint too, if that's more how your mindset works, 7 to 10 hours a week to this side business to be successful. I think that's pretty cool. And I think it's pretty doable and maintainable for anybody to really work out. And that's something I work on with you too, is your time management. I'll give you tools if you need them to manage your time, to manage your coaching time, and be successful. And with that kind of goes with your past. So now that you kind of heard, okay, time commitment, okay, you heard about the team, you heard about what we do as coaches, you can choose your path. That's the coolest thing about being a Beachbody coach. This is your business. This is your decision. You can take it however you want. You see me now as this full-time option, that someone who has created her life by design. I create my own hours. I'm an all-in business builder. I left my original teaching job, that is a full-time coach. That is like a whole different level. And that is something, if you want to go all in with that now, if maybe you don't have a job right now, or you are working from home in a different career, or you're just not just a stay-at-home mom, but you're a stay-at-home mom with your kids and you want a career, you go all in with full time. You can also go to the other end of the spectrum. Maybe you're hearing all this and you're just like, you know what, I just want a discount on my Shakeology. I just want to be getting that 25% off that I get as a coach. Then you're a discount coach. You are simply continuing your own journey. You're not helping any other people. You're just a part of my challenge groups. You're not making sales or commissions. You're just literally a part of my groups to get the 25% off. Now, most people, they'll fall somewhere in the middle. It's that part-time thing where you have it, and this is where I started. I had another job. I also was a student, and I wanted to work a few hours a week on this coaching thing. I already love the products. I love getting a discount on them, and I love sharing them just with my family and friends at first. I could speak very, very, very highly of our products and our fitness programs and my experience. And I just wanted to be an inspiration for them and kind of that middle road from my experience to the people I loved and give them the solution to. And earn some extra cash. That's okay, guys, to have extra cash in your pocket. I explained our situation. We literally were so blessed the first couple of months as a coach just to have an extra $100 to go to the grocery store and not have to worry about putting it on another credit card or waiting till the last day of the month for my teaching payday. Just having that extra cash flow coming in each week, even if it was just a little bit to fill my gas tank or to, be able to have $20 to go out to dinner together, Jordan and I. We were so thankful for that each and every week as a coach. We do get paid weekly. So that little extra money coming in was so game changing for us in the beginning. Now, as a coach, of course, there are costs involved to starting your journey, but they are so minimal, guys. So as a coach, you have a $16 monthly service fee, and that just means that your website is taken care of, your email services are taken care of, and all the shipping to your clients and your customers. Like when you guys, if you ever have, for example, if Hillary ordered Shakeology last week, that's not sitting in my basement of my house and I'm not going down and packing it up for her and sending it off in the mail. Not at all. Beachbody organizes my website that she ordered from, and they took care of all the shipping, all the handling, all the customer support. It's totally off of my hands as a coach. They take care of all that for you. So that $16 a month fee covers that. Now, if you or your spouse are someone who is part of the military, your coaching fee is actually completely free. You don't have to pay for your monthly service fee as being a part of the military. And in turn, don't forget, being enrolled as a coach, you also receive a 25% discount. So Hillary, if she orders, we'll go back to Hillary, if she ordered Shakeology this month and she paid $120, let's say, well, as a coach, if she was even just in it for the discount, she'd be getting it for $99 instead next month. So that discount really does pay off. How you start. All right, so how to start. If you are somebody who is already a part of my tribe, you already have your Beachbody On Demand, your Shakeology, like the whole shebang. You've done a challenge package in the past. You guys are familiar with what that is. Your Beachbody On Demand membership, your monthly Shakeology, your portion containers, like that starter kit that you got when you first started. That fee of $40 to enroll as a coach is actually waived. What you would do is you enroll as a coach, but you would get it reimbursed right back to you because you bought a challenge package in the past, which is really, really cool. So you have to, it's kind of confusing. Like you pay $40, but then you get it right back by filling out this really simple form. And the other cool thing is if you have not started with me and my team before, I'm going to show you some sign up options, some those starter packs I'm speaking of. And when you buy one of those to get started on your journey and open your business, they actually waive that $40 fee. So pretty much, I mean, no matter who you are on this call, if you've already bought a package in the past or you're about to buy one now to make your investment into your business, you're not going to pay the $40 fee. So that's pretty cool. I want to tell you that it's out there, but it's a perk of checking out these packages that you won't pay that new coach starter fee. So this is our most common approach. It's the 1, 2, 3, as easy as 1, 2, 3 way to get started in your coaching business. The coolest thing about your only investment to get started is it is for you. So you, in turn, you get to start a business, but at the same time, you actually, you get to work on yourself. Remember I said, like, starting coaching is the most important thing that you're going to do is actually, like, invest in yourself and your own health and your own fitness first. So pretty neat. Our starter kits, they are here for you. And our most common is the one you see here on the left. It's our challenge package. It's $160. Like, guys, what other business do you know out there that you can start for $160? You have nothing to lose. As well, there's a 30-day money-back guarantee. So if you start this coaching journey and you flop and it doesn't go the way you wanted, or you start this fitness journey and you don't like your results, 30 days you have, and you can return it if it's not right for you. But you will have amazing support in our tribe and in our community. So here are your options. I'm not going to go into these in a lot of detail. Like I said, on the left is our challenge package. It's our most common for $160 to start your business and start your own journey with us in our virtual community. You get a 30-day supply of our superfood shake Shakeology. It is golden. And it is something that we'll want to provide your clients with as well to get them their best results nutritionally. It also comes with 1 whole year, guys, like no extra fees for this. 1 year subscription to our digital Netflix, I call it, of workouts, where you will have access to every single Beachbody program that is out there, which is super, super cool. And all the new ones that come out throughout the year. They'll be in your library eventually throughout the year. So you get that. You also get our portion control system, the whole shebang for $160. Like I said, that is our most common way to get started. The middle is our deluxe challenge pack. This is actually the one I love because for $220, you literally cannot beat everything you get in here. You get Shakeology, but you also get our performance line, our pre-workout Energize, which I know you guys know I drink it every day. It's the only way I can work out in the mornings. And our post-workout Recover, which restores your muscles after your workout. I love this because as a brand new coach, then you can speak really highly of both of our products, both Shakeology and our performance line. And not that you have to, but I think it's a cool thing to know what you're offering other people that you're bringing on board into your community. And with that as well, you still get your streaming service to Beachbody On Demand. And I'll have these sites available. So you guys, if you have any questions about what package is going to be right for you, the one on the right is like an all-in approach. You also get a bunch of equipment, foam roller, mat, really cool. You also get some bonuses like an Energize samples that you could send out to your clients and Hydrate samples and things like that. So there's a little bit extra in that mega challenge pack. It's an amazing deal. If you really like want to go all in, it's a really good idea. Now, one more thing that is new, and this might really interest you, is I'm sure you saw even on my page and stuff that I have gone through the Master Coach certification. So as a coach, you're able to actually get certified in our Portion Fix Nutrition program, which is really a cool new opportunity that we just rolled out last month. So we have, like you guys know, we have our you still get the streaming service, you still get the Shakeology, but you also get our brand new program, and it is also a part of your Beachbody On Demand. So with the workouts, there's also a nutrition tab, and if you go in with the Ultimate Portion Fix, you will have also videos to learn what the portion control system is. And as a coach, you can even upgrade for just $39 more. You can become master certified. So you'd have a nutrition certification on top of just having the creds of being a coach. You would have some extra credit, in tools in your toolbox as a coach to mentor your challengers through the portion control system. I learned so much, and I feel like I am able to serve my clients like 5,000 times better now, just understanding the science behind this program, and really why it actually works. Like, I just did it because my coach told me to do it for so long, but now I really get it, and I understand it, and I understand how to fuel my own body, and I can help other people understand how to fuel theirs too. So it's a pretty cool offer. For $245, you still get your streaming service, you still get your Shakeology, you get everything that you got in the packages above, but you also receive this whole Portion Fix system. The videos, you can see here, the videos, the containers, a workbook, a logbook, access to a cooking show, a kid's PDF, a Fixate cookbook, all the things of tote, like all this cool stuff. And then what you're able to do on top of that, if you choose to do so, if you want to go like all in with coaching as well, you can upgrade and do the Master Coach certification for just $39, which, again, guys, to go through a certification process for $39 is like, I don't even know where you could do that. I don't know. So that is a really, really, really awesome opportunity as well. All right. So I'm sorry. I'm probably like bombarding you guys with information at this point. Our training. I understand what it is like to be listening to this and have a full-time job and I don't know what it's like to have children, but if I did, I can't even imagine how I would consider having a full-time job and children and be considering this opportunity. So I get it. Okay. And I talked about earlier, like, we have a lot of flexibility with that 2 hours a day or 7 to 10 hours a week, however you want to look at it. But if you can commit to that, then you're ready for my training program, because it's self-paced. No matter when you're working your business, no matter how you're fitting into those 7 to 10 hours to get started, you're going to go through three phases. They're in a checklist file. So I would just email them to you as you finish each one. And you go through, there's little videos, little modules, trainings, advice from top coaches, the whole thing. The bare basics that you need to know, like the first one talks about direct deposits, because you're going to start making some commissions right away. We got to get you all squared away in there. Just what that success club stuff means, like the really, really basic information of being a coach. And it's a checklist, so you can work through it at your own self-pace. And then once you finish that, we would do a one-on-one mentoring call, you and I. We talk more specifically about your goals and where to go next, where to go take your training next. Like, are you going to go a full-time mode? Are you going to do the part-time coaching thing? Are you more like a discount coach? We're going to like choose your path in our first mentoring call together. so that I can provide you your next phase. And again, it's a self-paced checklist style where you work through it at your own pace. One of our newer coaches, Megan, she did a great job. She's a full-time student right now, also works a part-time job at Home Depot, is a soccer coach. Like, she does all these things. But she was able to get through her first 2 phases really, really, really. She gave her 7 to 10 hours a week, and she worked through that in her own time. Some days she did a bunch at once. Some days she didn't do any at all. But she got it done within her first 2 weeks. Just, giving that 7 to 10 hours a week to her business. And I always just say, the quicker you get through it, the quicker you are successful, but you can also take it at a slower pace. It's really up to you and where you want to take it. So I love that idea that you are in control because you're running your own business in this whole journey overall. Oh my gosh, I'm out of breath. I need to hear your questions. I'm going to stop sharing. And any of my coaches too, if you want to chime in and give any advice or help me answer these questions, I would love that. If you guys want to pop questions in the chat, you can do that, whatever you want, however you're comfortable asking. Okay. Who were your next team members after your mom and your sister? Oh, okay. So after my mom and my sister, I started talking to a lot of my friends, my extended cousins, really seriously, the people I saw at my brother's graduation party, they were the ones that heard about my story and my journey first. But it was all people pretty much, and we call it a warm market, people I had gone to high school with, people I went to college with, my closest friends and family. What we do in your your second checklist actually is you start brain dumping a list of people that are in your life, co-workers, people at your church, your friends, your family. You just make this list. And I think my coaches can back me up on this. I say, oh my gosh, aim for 50 people. And they're always like, no. And I did the same thing. I was like, I don't even know 50 people. You're freaking crazy. I looked at my coach and I was like, I don't know 50 people. I was totally blunt and honest with her. And she goes, yes, you do, start writing them down. And oh my God, I started writing my list, and when you know it, 50 people in your life, and that's where you start. And, and it's comfortable because you talk to these people probably pretty frequently, or you stay in touch with them through social media already, or, you see them every day. So you're able to kind of easily ask and say, hey, here's what I'm doing. I know you know my story. Here's this awesome program. Do you want to try this out with me? And you make it really, really simple to get started. Does that answer your question? Okay, cool. Any other questions? No? Okay. What I'm going to do is I'm actually going to, in the chat thread, and no one will know if you grab this or not, but I'm going to go ahead and pop in. Give me 1 second. I just have to copy it in. It's my coach application, and it's really simple. It's pretty much your contact information, just so I know how to email you and welcome you to our team. And when I do that, what will happen is I will send you a welcome email if you are ready to take this leap and join our team. And what will happen is I will then send you our welcome email, like I mentioned, and it will have your first steps. It will tell you how to get started. It will talk to you about the really basic information, that first checklist to get you started. And that is how you would begin your journey and your story. So I popped the application in the chat if you want to copy paste it, if you want to put it in your chat bar for, you want to save it to your computer till tomorrow morning and sleep on this tonight. Totally cool. If you're ready to take the leap, that's awesome too. Whatever, wherever you are, or if you feel that you need to message me and talk to me some more about this, totally fine. But I wanted to make sure you have that application in your hands personally as somebody who is on here live. If you are someone who's catching the recording later on, you can message me any of your questions and I am happy to answer them, and I can shoot you over the application if you are ready for it. Okay? So guys, thank you for being on. Thank you for coming in, just listening, getting all the info. Dana, thank you for being here too. And Kayla, as coaches that are already here on our team, you guys are awesome. And I am here always to answer any other questions after the call, if any come to your mind. Okay, guys? Have a good night. Thanks again. Bye. Bye.